All right, 8th grade, welcome back. So now we're going to continue with variables on both sides, but these next couple of examples are going to do something that could be a little surprising if we didn't have a chit-chat about it. So we're going to chat about it. Let's go over them. All right, so again, first question, do we need to distribute? Answer to that is yes. I need to distribute the 2 on this side. So I like to write so that you know why I did what I did. So my 10x plus 12, that's just going to stay. And I'm going to take 2 times 5x, that's going to give us 10x. And then 2 times 6 is 12. All right, so I use the distributive property. Now, some of you may be noticing some patterns, and that's okay. And for those who don't quite see it yet, you're going to see it soon. All right, so I'm going to ask myself, do I have like terms to combine on both sides? In this case, I don't. Right, same side like terms. This is just an x and a constant and an x and a constant. So I'm going to move. I always move my x first. And the reason I do that is for this very reason. All right, so I'm going to, 10 and 10, they're equal, right? So I'm just going to subtract 10x from both sides. And so I used an SPOE to get what I did there. And I am left with 12 equals 12. But if you notice, there's no variable. So here's the deal. No variable, but it's a true statement. And if you're like, well, what do you mean by it's a true statement? In this case, 12 equals 12, right? So since 12 equals 12, and there's no variable, then our answer is infinite. And Mrs. Cartwright, as you guys will get to know, struggles with spelling. Infinitely many solutions. Okay. Now, some of you may have noticed, well, Mrs. Cartwright, it said 10x plus 12 equals 10x plus 12. If you notice it there, that it is the exact same on both sides of the equal sign, by all means, that's where you can stop. If you won't notice it until you have that no variable in a true statement, then that's where you stop, and that's okay. Now, you may be asking, what does infinitely many solutions mean? What it means is I can put in any x, and it's going to be equal on both sides. So I could choose -5, and I'm going to get the same thing on both sides. I could choose 1,000 or 1,524. I'm going to get the same thing on both sides. So infinitely many means every number is an answer for this problem. All right, so let's go to our next one. So, do we need to distribute? Nope, no distributing, but I do have same side like terms going on over here, right? So I'm going to combine, not a G, silly Mrs. Cartwright. I am going to combine like terms. So the 9m minus 4 will stay right there. I'm going to do 12m minus 3m, or -3m plus 12m, same thing. So 12 minus 3 is 9m plus 5, right? And so then from here, I'm going to use my subtraction property of equality, and I'm going to subtract 9m from both sides. Oh, it happened again. My m's disappeared. I'm left with a -4 equals 5. Yeah, don't drop that negative there. That is important. So I have a -4 equals 5. So again, no variable. It went away, right? But in this case, it's a false statement, right? And if I get a false statement, then that means there's no solution. It doesn't matter how hard I try. I am never going to get the left to equal the right, because there is nothing that I can multiply by the same number, but add or subtract by different numbers to get it to be equal. No way. Impossible. So that's all you have to remember, okay? No variable true statement, infinitely many solutions. No variable false statement, there's absolutely no solution. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. there is one last video, and again, that's a word problem because I know you just love word problems, but I'm making them their own videos, so it's also easier to go back to and see if that helps you figure out what you need figured out. So, until next time.